Hello, everyone. Sorry about the mess. Let's just be real. It's kind of how things are feeling, right? We're going to be doing a divine feminine, divine masculine reading. And we are hot off the presses. We had our first 6-month transformational coaching program call last night, and we had a special guest, our very own Nothing Man here on the channel. He's in Awakening Divine Masculine, and he even surprised me by hopping on the call last night. So we are very blessed to have some beautiful divine masculines on this channel, and I want to make it really clear that I am in full support of the divine masculines in the physical form, as well as, of course, the inner divine masculine. I do carry a lot of divine masculine energy within myself and masculine energy in general within myself. And we only tolerate support on this channel for the divine masculine energy. Guys, it is invaluable, the information that we can receive from the divine masculines who are operating in the physical form. So I want to make that clear that anyone who does not support, anyone who wants to put down or in some way ridicule the divine masculine energy, you will be removed from the channel. And that's that. Okay, so I think I've made that pretty clear. Thank you so much for an amazing first call last night to my group. Thank you to everyone who's a Patreon member. Thank you to everyone who's ever subscribed to the channel, who has liked or commented or shared the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you so considerably much. You guys allow me to do this. I could not do this without all of my supporters. There would be no channel, there would be no readings, there would be no coaching program. So I am in such gratitude. I'm just in such gratitude today. So thank you all. So we're going to look into, if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome in. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. I'm Sarah, and I'll be your intuitive guide and your reader today. We're going to look into the energies of the divine feminine and divine masculine. We carry both of those within us. So my channel is primarily guided to assist people in reaching inner union, a state of inner peace, self-love, self-awareness, and the understanding that this divine connection that we've been granted is so much more than just the romantic connection. Everybody desires romantic connection. Everybody wants that. But at the end of the day, this is a mission, right? It's a godly mission. It's a spiritual mission that we're on. We are Archangel Michael's 144,000. We are warriors. We are warriors of the light, warriors of the truth. And so the purpose of my channel is to empower you to get to a place where you can still want and desire the physical form of your counterpart, your feminine or masculine, but you don't need them because you are complete and whole within yourself. And this is, I believe, a lifelong process because we have triggers that come in every day. So you get triggered and you have to go back and find your center and rebalance. You get triggered and you rebalance. You get triggered and you might fall off the wagon for a little while and you come back on. The physical manifestation of your counterpart is nothing more than you and another body. And I'm not trying to diminish that romantic connection because it's a love that defies time and space and gravity and all expectations. But it is you loving you. It is you getting right with you. It is you speaking to you. It is you having a conversation with you. And it is you having a relationship with yourself. And so that being said, how are you treating yourself in this moment? Your physical counterpart will, in fact, show you and display how you're feeling about yourself at all times. If you're feeling rejected or abandoned by your counterpart, look within. If you got ghosted by your counterpart, look within. Where am I not being honest with myself? Where am I running from myself? Where am I running from my truth? From my awareness? Where have I abandoned myself? Where have I rejected myself? Where have I not fully accepted myself? You know, the number one wound that all human beings carry is that I'm not enough. I said this to my 17-year-old nephew who was having an ego tantrum. And I said, you know, the number one Because he said, I have no insecurities. I said, that's not true. Every human has insecurities. And I was explaining to him, I'm trying to teach him to be a divine masculine. But he's grown up with the distorted masculine template surrounding him. So I am the teacher of the divine masculine template for my nephews. Well, for him in particular. My other 3 nephews have a really good example by my brother, my oldest brother, their father. So he says, I have no insecurities. And I said, Austin, we all have insecurities. And the biggest one that we all carry as humans is that we're not enough. And he said, I know that I'm enough. But there was such ego in that statement. And I've been working with him for a long time. And there's reasons he has the wall up. There's reasons he has that facade up, the mask on, okay, the walls that have been built around his heart. He's a Cancer baby. He's a Cancer astrological sign. He's a very sensitive soul. He's a water sign like his aunt. I'm a Scorpio. And I have Cancer rising, so I understand him intuitively. But the facade is hard to break. So I hope that with time we can start to soften that facade and he can remember everything that I've taught him along the way, that it's okay to cry, that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's not weakness, it's strength. It's okay to have courage. And I'm trying to teach him to be kinder and more compassionate, more empathetic towards other human beings, especially towards people who are different. And that's what this journey is about. This is your mission. You know, mission doesn't have to be spiritual. I said that in our group call last night. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It doesn't have to be something profound. Just how are you serving humanity? How are you serving this earth? So let's begin with a card. We have cosmic connection. So what I see here is that for all the star seeds, light workers, twin soul, soulmates who are joining us, first of all, welcome. You don't have to be a twin soul to be enjoying my readings. Okay, I'm a star seed and light worker myself as well. So this is speaking to all of us who are uplifting the consciousness of the planet. This channel is for everyone who's ever felt out of place or odd or different or like they didn't fit in. This channel is for anyone who's ever questioned, why am I here? What's my purpose? That's my goal, to help you empower yourself to find your purpose, to live your purpose. So cosmic connection, and it's number 11. So have you been seeing 1111 a lot? Have you been maybe dreaming about clocks? I'm just getting this idea or this vision that some of you have been dreaming about clocks. You've been seeing 1111 in your sleep. This to me is also about how are you connected or how are you disconnected from cosmic consciousness, from the consciousness of the planet, from the consciousness of other humans, other beings. And of course, we're all connected. There is no separation. So this is about closing in on that separation and the understanding that there never was separation. There's a higher vibration to this card, as you can see, because this person's chakras are all aligned. Not only that, but they're carrying in the palms of their hands the energy, the light force energy, okay, that's surrounding the planet at this time. Their crown chakra, their star chakra, which sits above the crown, above the head, is lit up. Okay, they are balanced in all directions. So you're receiving divine support at this time, my loves. You are going through the ascension process rapidly. Now, these divine masculines who are awakening will attest to the fact that they're awakening very rapidly. So this is why in many ways their challenge is greater than the feminines, because the feminines had more time to awaken. The masculines are awakening at a rapid speed and at a time where humanity is at such a crux. Think about what's happening around the world. The divisiveness, okay, the fear, the hate, and the masculines chose to awaken now. It's not easier to be a divine masculine. It's not easier to be a runner. It's not easier to deny the connection and deny the love. That's not easier. That they feel just as much pain as the feminine, if not more, okay? So new people are entering your life, guys. New people, these cosmic connections, new friendships, new kindred spirits, okay, are entering your life at this time, new souls. And just be open, because these are going to be people that you maybe in the past you would not have considered, or you just wouldn't have engaged in conversation. And here they come into your life and they have wisdom to share. And you're going to learn from these people. These are teachers. Be open. Don't judge a book by its cover, I'm hearing. These are beautiful, divinely ordained connections. So let's check in with the feminine energy. So what does the feminine energy need to know in this moment? And then we'll check in with the masculine energy. What does the feminine energy need to know in this moment? You know, the cards have been really quiet for the feminine recently. It's like, feminine, you're just asked to go within and be quiet. Mother Earth. You're asked definitely to connect to Mother Earth, to connect to nature. Just to trust and know that you're being held by Mother Gaia at all times, that you're not alone. It's funny that we have 11 and 22 here. So these are significant numbers, guys, significant, definitely significant messages for some of you who are in, you know, numerologists out there. I'm not so much, but I know that there's a significance to 11 and I know there's a significance to 22. Yeah, this is definitely, so feminines, you're in it right now, guys. You're in it. You're in the ascension process. That's where you're being guided. That's where your energy and your life force is being guided to be directed at this time. So it's kind of away from the connection. Your counterpart is being guided to further their mission as well. And you guys are both, like I've been stating, you're going to be receiving these divine connections, and it's your choice whether to invite them in or not. But I suggest that you do. Move forward for the divine masculine. Yes, divine masculine being asked to move out of situations and circumstances that are not serving him or her. This can be challenging for the masculine energy because it means change, it means shifting, it means leaving a job that, you know, has created a lot of creature comforts for the divine masculine, maybe even created a lot of wealth, but it was not aligned with their soul. So the masculines are being moved. The universe has literally come in and moved the masculines out of these jobs. Some of them have been in government jobs. Some of them have been in just high-powered, you know, CEO positions, CFO positions. Many masculines have traveled a lot for work. Many masculines were, international connoisseurs, right, of the career space, if you will. But they had mastered money, they had mastered power, but what they hadn't mastered was themselves. And what they hadn't mastered was their ability to connect to other human beings, their ability to feel their feminine side and feel their emotions and enjoy their emotions and respect and be aware of their emotions instead of suppressing or repressing them. What they hadn't mastered was being able to have healthy relationships, okay? Whether it's same sex or opposite sex for that individual. They hadn't mastered that. And so their relationships were lacking. They were empty. They were lonely. The masculines have been lonely for a long time. What's ironic, though, is now the masculines are being asked to take some time to themselves. And as our very own divine masculine Nothing Man stated on the call last night, the very best thing you can do for your masculine, if he's asking for space, whether it's energetically he's asking for it, or you feel it, you know it intuitively, feminines, you're very intuitive, or he's told you in the physical, give him space. Do not drive by his house, okay? Do not call, do not text, do not stalk him on social media. Let him be. Do not question why he needs to go through this process. He needs to go through it because he needs to go through it, plain and simple. And this is something else that may sound harsh that Will shared with the collective, the group last night, our coaching group. He said, my main goal right now is not to be with my divine feminine. He said, I know that's triggering and I don't speak for all masculines, but my main goal right now is to get right with myself, to become self-aware, to understand myself, and that is my main goal. Okay, so his main goal is to align with his soul. But of course, in aligning with your soul, you're aligning with your counterpart. So physical union will follow, but that's not his ultimate goal right now. That's not his number one priority. And the feminine hears this and gets triggered, okay, and it causes pain. But guess what? It's what we need to hear. Your masculine wants to master himself before he comes forward and tries to give to you or to the connection. He wants to master himself. He wants to master his mind, mastering the ego. He wants to master his emotions, not by controlling them, but mastering them, being aware of them, honoring them. And he wants to know that he can give an equal partnership. This is an awakening masculine. They're not going to just come rushing in if they're not ready. That's not respectful of the feminine energy. It's not respectful of their own energy. So guys, we have to value and respect the masculine's process. And I think that's something a lot of channels deny, or simply they just, they push, what is the masculine doing? The masculine. And as I've explained, the reason why I delve into the masculine's mind and headspace so much is because A, I carry a lot of masculine energy within myself. And B, when I do not share the masculine's journey, I am inundated with masculines in my physical world. Okay, friends, romantic interests, they'll just come flooding in. And they'll come in the dream state. So they're coming in the 3D, the 4D, the 5D. Okay, my masculine will bombard me in the 5D. Other masculines will bombard me in the 5D. So I think I told you guys about the pool party dream I had. It wasn't a dream. It was a pool party in the 5D a few months ago. And there was tons of masculines that came. And they wanted to talk to me. They were excited. They were curious. So I have to be a spokesperson for the masculines. I have no choice. It's part of my mission. I've understood that now. So when I'm doing readings about the masculine, it's to empower the masculine energy in all of us, and it's for an understanding of their journey. It's not to look into the karmics. It's not to look into any of this other bullshit. I highly suggest not watching videos that are going into what the karmic's doing or what they're thinking about the feminine, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's meaningless. The only thing you need to focus on is yourself. Remember, this is a journey of you and you. I'm telling you, these cards are quiet. Another theme, as I've been dreaming about celebrities. So I had another dream last night about a celebrity that came to me as a lover, as a partner, and divine masculine. And he was in a movie, I can't think of his name, but I've dreamt of Dave Matthews. And ironically, my divine masculine has a connection to Dave Matthews from back in college. He's met him, so that was really odd. But this person is a younger masculine. He's an actor, and I can't think of what he's been in the Divergent series. He was kind of one of the bad guys, but he appeared in my dream last night. And I'm telling you, these masculines are, and he's probably somebody on the channel's divine masculine. I wouldn't doubt it. So if you guys know who I'm talking about, reach out to me, because I have done readings for people who have had famous divine masculines. Look at this, guys. This is not Spirit's like, oh really? okay, what's that? Spirit's like, what do you need the cards for? You can just have a conversation and talk. You don't need these cards. Why are you so relying on the cards, Sarah? Okay, touche, touche. We've been getting this card for a while too, feminines, that you're going to have, an overwhelm of abundance coming in. You're not going to want for anything. And I know, feminines, some of you are going, I can't even imagine that happening. I've been struggling for so long. Activate your inner divine masculine. Activate that. Take action. The feminine is the visionary. The masculine is the action person, the action energy. Overflow. For some of you, that's overwhelmed, Spirit is telling me. So just be mindful you don't get overwhelmed by abundance. You want to welcome it. When it shows up on your doorstep, don't turn it away. I've made that mistake in my past. Don't do that. Open the door, let it in. You are worthy. Masculine. Interesting. So feminine has overflow, overwhelm, and plenty, while the masculine has, of course, the cat. My masculine actually doesn't like cats, and I, of course, as you know, am a cat lady, have been my entire life. I'm proud, loud and proud. Love my feline friends. They are my guides. And so here it shows up in the masculine energy, opportunity. So let's take a look in the book here. As again, this is, and by the way, guys, these are the two decks that Nothing Man, aka Will, has gifted the channel. So they're very powerful. These two decks have become my two favorites. Transformation, opportunity, independence from conditional responses. So the cats are independent. Okay, so the masculine is becoming independent of his surroundings, independent of his family, independent of his friends' beliefs or just kind of not just beliefs, but independent of their comments, their remarks, their negativity. It says, the energy of caterpillar appears, heralding a time of transformation and opportunity. Here you are being asked to revise your dreams. If it looks and smells familiar, step away from it for the time being. The new cannot emerge from the old, and the youthful and vital cannot emerge from the aged and sickly. Wow. Caterpillar is an invitation to test out a new strategy to get a different, better results. Remember that the definition of lunacy is continuing with the same thinking and behavior and hoping for a different outcome. It's time to break away from habitual responses, to surprise yourself and startle others. Interesting. Masculine, yes. Yes, you are stepping into your power, you are stepping into your own, and you're not going to let anyone fuck with you. As I said on the call last night, unfuckwithable. By the way, if you guys are wanting to join the coaching program and you missed it this time around, whether you're just new on the channel or if the timing didn't match up, I will be offering another coaching program next spring 2022. So that'll be your next opportunity to join the transformational coaching program. It is going to transform your life, your thinking, your relationships. I'm so excited to be back coaching groups. I coached groups in the past. So I've been coaching for 5 years, and I took a break from group coaching, focused on more individual readings and coaching, but I'm back to doing group coaching because it's just so powerful. And you can make lifelong friendships and bonds out of these groups. I've seen it happen. And you feel less alone. Some people join just for the sake of feeling less alone on this journey, having others to talk to about what's happening, because it can be very isolating and lonely. Look at this, guys. Wow, guys, abundance, abundance, abundance. Feasts of plenty, choices and their consequences. This is the union energy. So look, you guys both have choices. There are consequences. There are ramifications to all of your choices. Now, I think it's important that we understand that karma can be, when you say, oh, you know, that person's going to get their karma. Yes, they will. But then they can make a positive choice, right? When we have negative karma, which we all do, we're humans, unless you're a rainbow child and you have no human karma. I think there are a few of those walking around on our planet at this time, and you'll know them by the light in their eyes, by the light in their soul. Most of us have human karma. Okay, we've made choices in past lives or this lifetime, and so we're playing out the human karma. Now, I think what's interesting about this is we can eradicate that negative karma by making a positive choice or a different choice next time. So this is all about the options that both the masculine and the feminine have right now. Because you guys are sort of on divergent paths, you know how I've said your paths are diverging so they can converge in the future? We have union energy that's laid out over the next several years, really up until 2024. And I know some of you are thinking that's a long time away. I can't wait that long. But it's not up to us, okay? Like it's not up to your human self to decide, oh, that's too long. Well, you can't move on from this journey. You can't move on from your counterpart. You can't just decide it's over, and that's just not how this journey works. We're not in control in that way. You can move on and you can have a soulmate. You can move on and you can move away. You can travel. One of the biggest things I would say to the feminine is do not make choices based on your counterpart coming back. If you want to move somewhere else, move. If you want to take a job, take that job. Live your life. Your masculine will follow when he or she is ready. So there's a lot that's being laid out for both counterparts right now. Some choices are going to have not so great consequences. Maybe some will have negative consequences, heavy hitting consequences, and others are going to have really positive consequences. This is like the thirst, the hunger, okay, that we experience on this journey, the hunger for something more, the hunger for something deeper. I feel like the masculine is hungering for something deeper, for more meaning in his life. Like Nothing Man said last night, he said there's that realization that your masculine will have when he's awakening on his own. It's not because you sent him a link. It's not because you sent him a video and said, watch this, read this book, go to this workshop. It's because his soul is ready to awaken and goes, and that light bulb goes up. Did it ever work for you, feminine, if someone was pushing you to try to learn something? No, you rebelled because you're a powerful soul. Your masculine's going to rebel. It's not going to work. Not one single time when I've tried to help him awaken, quote unquote, did I actually help him awaken, quote unquote. In fact, I repelled him. I annoyed him. Okay, I frustrated him. So now I'm letting him do the work, and I'm having faith and trusting that he's going to figure it out and work it out on his own, and he's going to come back to me. In fact, I have a vision, right? You carry a vision. They come back to you whole, healed, healthy, sober, whatever it needs to be for your situation, and empowered and assured and certain of the connection and certain of who they are. They have to be certain of who they are. I can't tell you how many times my masculine has said to me from the very beginning when I first met him years ago, I wish that I loved myself like you do. And at the time, I thought nothing of it. I thought, oh, he's just saying that. And he kept on repeating it over and over, and I've realized he has to find himself, guys. The masculine they have to be a master of their fate, pardon me, a master of their lives. Okay, and if they're not speaking, this throat chakra energy here, if they're not speaking clearly or they're not speaking up or they're not communicating, they need time. Please grant them the gift of time. You wouldn't want someone knocking, hey, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you awake? Are you ready? That's annoying. Go away is what you would say to, go away. I'll be ready when I'm ready. The masculine will be ready when he's ready. Let's look at future energies here. I'm really feeling this next new moon, which is going to be in the sign of Virgo. Yes, and I'm not sure. It'll probably be in about a week and a half now. Maybe first, second week of September there. This Virgo new moon is going to be really powerful. Bring a lot of clarity into your connection, into your life. There it is again. Sacred Covenant. This is coming up in a lot of readings, private readings, collective readings, guys. Also, if you're new to the channel and you're requesting private readings, I'm not offering those at this time. Those are on hiatus as I focus on the group. So I appreciate you asking. Please stay tuned. I don't know if I'll be offering those in the future, but if I do, I will definitely be announcing on the channel and in the community tab. So if I don't respond to your email, that's why. Okay, so covenant, sacred contracts. Now, this will be interesting. Let's get a tarot card to clarify this. We know this is a sacred contract, right, between the counterparts. We know it's a sacred connection. Eight of Swords, King of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Some very interesting energies there. Seven of Cups, decisions, right? Am I going to denounce the sacred contract? Am I going to move forward? Am I going to choose a soulmate? Feminine, what are you going to do? This is mostly your energy. Your masculine will always choose based on what you choose, basically. Eight of Swords is the masculine's energy feeling caught up in the mental conflict. Okay, so he knows this is a sacred contract, but he wants to come in as the King of Pentacles. You guys know this is my favorite card, my favorite king. 10 of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, bam. Because this is telling us that the masculine, he's like, I want to come in, I want to communicate, I don't want to lose this person. However, how can I come in and honor this sacred contract if I'm not yet the king? How can I claim my throne if I'm not yet the king? He wants to be self-assured. The King of Pentacles is what Nothing Man was talking about. He is self-assured. He understands himself. Okay, he has explored spirituality. He's explored the meaning of life. He's explored, why am I here? There has to be more than what I've been shown and what I've been taught. Okay, he has his riches, his successes in the 3D world, right? Third dimensional world. But he's also content emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. He's at peace with himself. It's not about the 3D riches. That's not what that card is about. That card is very much about the peace and the inner sanctity that this person has created for themselves, and the joy overfloweth from his cup because he knows who he is. He's not seeking something outside of himself to nourish him, to help him flourish. He's like, I've got it all within me, within the confines of my own home, my own comfy home, my own mind, my own heart, okay? Let's get a card from the feminine to the masculine. So feminine, you sort of see the masculine as maybe being lost and not having access to their integrity, because this is lost compass, getting back to integrity. This could also mean that feminine, you are struggling with getting back to a place of integrity within your own life. I think a lot of feminines maybe don't want to admit this, but I think this could be the case, that this is actually a card for you. Finding the way home and trusting your intuition. Right? This is getting back to your source and your center. If you feel like your masculine's off course, where have you gotten off course, feminine? So easy to point the finger and blame on this journey. Be wary of what you're receiving from the outside world, because you could be leading you astray, feminine. And you're also, I feel like this is also the feminine energy warning the masculine, be wary of those outsiders trying to lead you astray and lead you off this journey. But feminine, you have to allow your masculine to figure this out on his own or her own. This is kind of like where the feminine needs to relax and relinquish control. It's not your job to tell your masculine that they're screwing up. It's your job to fix yourself. The masculine says, what you don't realize is that first breath, beginner's mind. Masculine says, what you don't realize is all the epiphanies that I'm having, how much I have figured out on my own. Look, he's like the magician here. He's got, is that Jupiter? I should know this. We did this song in grade school. Jupiter, Saturn, tracing a pattern around the sun. Mercury, Venus, or something. Anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, it helps me remember the planets. But I'm not sure. Anyway, that could be Mars, Jupiter. I'm not sure. The sun, the moon, whatever. Don't laugh at me, okay? If there's some astronomers out there. Basically, what I'm seeing here is the masculine says, I'm going back to the drawing board, okay? And what the feminine doesn't realize is while she's over here pointing a finger saying, you got to find your integrity in your center, the masculine's like, I'm starting over. I'm working on being that person, being that man, or being that woman that you know me to be. Like, I'm not taking the past baggage with me. That's what you can't see. I'm doing this on my own. This is a fresh start for these masculines. With a lot of curiosity. So they're leaving the old programming, the old stories behind. I mean, guys, this is like fresh start, breath of fresh air. This is really beautiful for the masculines. Gotta give them some credit. Right? So it's like he's putting aside the struggles of this journey right now and just saying, this is so beautiful. The struggles, everything that I've learned along the way, the pain, the separation from my beloved, everything is leading me to discovering who I am and leading me to a place of integrity. He's already doing it, feminine. That's what's important here. The more you push, the more the masculine will pull away. I can assure you of that certainty. The more you relinquish control and sit back and surrender and be in your feminine energy and rest in that place, the more the masculine feels comfortable to come forward, because you've given him freedom and space to explore and to make his own decisions. The Union card, the Skybridge card, flipped itself over here. Let's see if it comes out. Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Both counterparts are over here transmuting at this time. So nobody said this this journey was easy. We knew it wouldn't be when we signed up for it. But you are allowing yourself to be embraced and loved by life, okay? You are. You know, the pain can be unbearable. You can want to leave this world at times. If you're on this journey, you probably have thought about that. Let's be real here. You didn't want to be on this journey, let me off. I'm done. I'm done with this world. It's cruel. It's painful. The loss, the pain, the betrayal. Okay, these are all themes that are woven throughout history, throughout time and space. But we decide, guys, this is about healing and transmuting ancestral pain. We decide if we stay in that place of allowing the pain to rule us or control us, or if we choose to let it go. Are you going to let it be etched into your soul forever, or are you going to choose to be free? Make peace with it. So you can, instead of resisting the pain or trying to push it away, what if you can make friends with it? Don't run from it. Don't judge it. It's bad. It's evil. It's this, it's that. What if you could just see that it was a gift? That being able to experience pain and pleasure both is a gift. You wouldn't know pleasure without pain. What if you could learn something really, really incredible from this? What if you could open your heart and open yourself and just allow life to change you and allow life to heal you? Yeah. Think about that. I'm going to leave you on that note, guys. My throat chakra is really, I'm experiencing a lot of upgrades in that area, which I'm most grateful for, and I also need to rest. I send you guys so much love and so much support on this journey. Gosh, it's Thursday and it feels like it's the weekend. I hope this was helpful, guys, and clarifying. Thank you again, Nothing Man, for these beautiful decks. I didn't even feel called to really use any other decks except for a few from the tarot deck. Take great care, guys. And I was going to say have a great weekend, but I'll see you before the weekend. Take care and God bless.